argument.
Yeah, that's all.
So I trying to finish up this and use it. So before I do that, I'm gonna do my smoky under eye. I'm gonna do this orange down underneath here. Okay. Build that up.
Her house in several weeks.
So I'm gonna peel a bit because I wanna make sure I pack it. Then I'm gonna go in with the lighter on the shimmer.
In the first 48, Atlanta homicide responded to the murder of 22-year-old Seth Gaston. Found he was shot feet away with a .223 caliber gun. Talked to witnesses who said the shooter had long dreads and learned Seth had a previous beef with the girl next door and her friend, known as Man Man. 4 days into the investigation,
now I'm gonna add my bottom lash.
The shell casings from Seth's murder match casings found at the scene of another shooting 3 weeks ago.
Just gonna use tape.
Okay.
Can't get enough true crime.
So now,
Shows on the A&E app.
why is it so wet?
Reality is real.
So I run it out. Okay, wait.
We've all been there. You're watching your favorite show and something pulls you away.
I just need to get this guy to talk. That'll be key here.
With an A&E profile, pick up where you left off on all your devices. Never lose your place in this episode again.
So that's
It's live PD.
Go to the settings menu and click your profile.
now
Select
I'm
your
gonna
device.
get my lash ready.
People will continue to speak. People will continue to fight.
Stream now, stream whenever.
911, where is your emergency?
So what I like to do when I know I'm doing lashes more than once or twice, I'll pull some of the tackiness off of.
Right.
Yep. So I'm gonna just cut a little bit of it and then use
Yeah,
my
that's right. Especially if they
tweezer.
give them the same description of the black male with dreads. As usual, thank you for your help. Yes, sir. All right, thanks. Bye. You gotta love that when your phone rings and says the best thing you're gonna kill more, because you know you got a hit.
Smith and Thorne head out to meet the witness from the previous shooting.
Hey, I'm Detective Thorne. Do you want me to talk to you about the incident that occurred out here?
See, my window is that like 2 weeks ago.
She says her house was shot up in the middle of the night.
My neighbor told me he like I seen him on the drain. So I know him.
What's his name?
Email.
Email.
See man. If I didn't want to show you how he was. Okay, this him.
She pulls up photos from E-Man's social network.
That's email.
Here's email.
All right. That's email.
Now it's time to find my eyelash.
Understand? Wow. Just opened up the door on some, didn't it?
He gonna be your shooter.
Did you notice how big my eyes got?
Yeah.
She goes, you bet. I'm like, damn.
So I like to just get most
Give me a
of
little Brian.
whatever old glue is on the lash
We already have it
completely
ready.
off, right? So
He matched the description of the shooter, but we didn't have anything that connected up cartridge cases on like murder matched the shooting in zone 1 on the 22nd of July. That's his email? Yeah. This is social media from suspect.
right, and I'm gonna leave that over there, let it get tacky while I finish this eye.
Kilgore, 99% certain that was Caltech.
So
This is from Caltech. And this looks like the exact same magazine that's going into that gun. 223 rounds is what we had carrying our patrol rifles. It's a military tank rifle, round 2. Doesn't damage when it hits something.
You really need to get this guy identified and get a walk on as quickly as possible.
my green is slowly faded away, so I'm just gonna blur it out a
Smith gets a
little more.
call from Seth's girlfriend.
They told you about the incident that occurred that morning?
She says earlier on the day of the murder, there was another confrontation.
Okay, well, like, that's normally welcome to the bus stop. And, like, that morning, the next door neighbor, her boyfriend, was up at the bus stop. And
Which boyfriend?
he has a dread. They call him Keith.
Okay.
Like, once he got there,
She says that E followed her, Seth, and his roommate into the store near the bus stop.
he didn't say anything. But then when we walked down the street, like, he started saying, like, Seth, do you have any problems? And Seth was like, no, I'm okay, I'm good. And, like, the dude pointed a gun at us.
He did?
Yeah.
What type of, what is it?
I didn't see it because Seth was, like, holding me and we was walking away. But he was saying stuff like, I don't want no problems with Seth.
She says that E talked about wanting to fight Seth's roommate.
It was like 11:53. That's when I got on the bus.
Okay. We're getting somewhere on this. This might be that little piece of puzzle piece that I need.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
bye.
Right, so
If we can put him in the area there at 12, that's 2 hours before the murder. That's stuff that we need because he can't deny being over there. Thank you.
Smith gets surveillance video from the store near the bus stop.
You got the video.
then we're gonna go in with the darker orange.
This was the day of the homicide. This is at 11:44, so 2 hours or so before the shooting. Who's the victim? Ray's girlfriend.
They're followed by Seth's roommate.
So they hang out in there for a minute. You live in one house. My girlfriend's out here. Who's the suspect? Because this is one of his Facebook pictures. Yeah. Tank top, hairstyle. I mean, it looks like him.
Let me go in with that black at the end.
My love has his guns in his backpack.
Emmanuel approaches Seth's roommate.
He goes and stands right next to him. He goes out at 11:45. I don't know. We need to talk to Seth's roommate again. He needs to come back and explain this story. Okay. And get him in here, see if he can't ID E-Man as the shooter.
2 days later,
So now
Seth's
that I
roommate
done
arrives
let
at
my
the
last
house.
get dry.
I talked to Shay. She had mentioned that there was some type of incident or something that occurred a couple of hours before the shooting occurred. He just kind of walked through what happened.
He said we were walking down to the bus stop. And he was standing at the bus stop.
He says he recognized Eve from the house next door.
We went to the store and he came in. We was looking at each other. There wasn't nothing said. He yelled down the street.
He says he and Seth walked away.
Did you ever see E after the incident at the store?
That was the last time I seen him.
How good in the look did you get at the guy that was shooting? Because I know it happened quick.
It was at a distance. I didn't see his body, but his face and dread and like, there's a lot of people who like to have dread and stuff.
What was he wearing, remember?
Yeah, a white paint on.
Let's go get one of the other detectives. He's going to show you around. The detective's never gone uptown first, okay? You can look at all the orders.
What's that? Now it's time to do the cut.
This looks like Eve.
You the one that committed the crime, or you just know that the guy
It's known as Eve. I don't want to give no wrong information. There was at a distance and his face wasn't shown to me.
Appreciate it. No, you're good. Take it easy.
Look at the number 4. And he said that's he.
That's our suspect. Okay,
That's a shooter. He just says, I know that to be he.
Without a positive ID, detectives do not have enough to charge Emmanuel.
Next Smith.
Out of the blue,
Emmanuel Bryant.
Yes. I was talking to Samaya. I want to send it back to him.
Okay.
Y'all told my I have no violent charges to get on mine. That's not me all alone, sir.
Okay. I just got a couple of specific questions I need to ask you.
Alright.
The day of the shooting, where exactly were you and what happened?
The day was some calls out down in the West Bay area. And everybody can tell one day.
Did you talk at all with Seth that day?
No.
You didn't have any interaction with his girlfriend or Seth or anything like that?
No.
Alright. I gotta flat out ask you, did you shoot Seth?
No.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Bye. He's lying. He's just trying to cover his tracks. You know he was on this side of town at 12. We got him on video at the store. He's trying to distance himself from being involved with the shooting. It's a little frustrating. We don't have enough to get a warrant for him yet. So we just need to track down Man. I think he's going to be our key and then see what he's willing to provide to us for information.
Oh, homicide.
3 weeks after Seth's murder,
Hey, what's up, bud?
Detective Thorpe gets a lead.
Appreciate it. Does anybody know which man we're looking for? Allegedly, he was out there arguing with the victim and his roommate 10 minutes before the shooting.
Thorpe heads to Man Man's address.
time, I'd just like for you to tell me everything that you know about this incident.
After I got to argue with Sam, they walked up the street. A car pulled up.
Okay.
I just know I don't know the driver.
Okay. Did you get into the vehicle?
I asked for a ride.
As they drove past Seth and his roommate,
The driver stopped. He got out. Like you said, I was still trying to fight him.
he says E then pulled out a gun.
And then he shot.
Yeah, he shot him. Okay. The piece that we need for the go ahead and get a warrant.
Now we got those beautiful colors again. Packing on
2
that
weeks later,
Our fugitive squad just picked up
orange
a
and
man at a house here in Atlanta. Obviously, he's cut all his dreads off. He sticks to the same story he had the first time. Detective Smith, police are looking for one What is your biggest fear here today? Freedom.
Can't get enough true crime.
Just when you think
I'm gonna have to shut down the whole thing before anybody gets hurt.
You're pouring down.
reality is real. Lay everything on the table.
then I'm just gonna pack on.
he claims when he got out of the car, he saw Seth's roommate reach for a gun.
Right.
Shooting Seth, I don't think that was the intent there. I think he
So now I just want to finish cleaning up.
For everybody they think they're gonna settle this out. They fight with each other and pull out guns.
9 months after his death, Seth's family and friends keep a memorial at the spot where he was murdered.
Every Sunday, my husband and I are out here. We bring new items in love to make everybody laugh. He was always working to live my life without any minute.
Now to do the
Watched you grow up. You owe it to him to be completely true.
How many times did this guy get shot?
A young man's future is cut short when a plan to make a quick buck
You're driving him up there to make a purchase.
for homicide detectives, their chance of solving a murder is cut in half if they don't get a lead within the first 48 hours. Mobile, Alabama. 6:53 p.m. A young boy calls 911 from a neighborhood known as The Bottoms.
Somebody shot Mr. Green.
The boy says he found his neighbor shot inside his car. When EMS arrives, they find an elderly man shot in the back. They rush him to the hospital. But 5 days later, he dies.
We'll have to pick up from where he's left off. Let me just run up there and see what he's got.
Corporal Nicholas Purpo meets with robbery detective David McNeans.
Booker Green.
Yeah. So then he just evaded time.
At the Bottoms, he owned a hardware store. For 23 years, a deacon. He leaves behind 5 children, grandchildren, and 5 great-grandchildren.
The incident happened on Buchanan Street. After he was shot, he drove back to his house. And the ambulance and the police officers arrived at the scene.
Arrived. Green was still alert.
He's not at 130 pounds. I don't know why someone felt like they needed to shoot the guy.
I was in the kitchen.
She says she saw him driving by.
And Mr. Green, he was trying to knock on me, trying to call me kind of over. Like he was drunk and he was shot. Me and all that. He didn't come shot. I see these 5 boys. They coming to the car. The gunman. We just check it in and one thing.
Why are you calling the gunman?
Because he was just that at his practice. And I thought he was going to shoot again or kill him, but he didn't.
The guy you said he had on khaki shorts?
Yeah.
What about his haircut?
Oh, no haircut. They were all low haircut. And they shouldn't be older than like 21. 22.
On the street where Mr. Green lived, Purpo speaks to another witness.
Now, the group of guys, you recognize them yet?
Tulsa, Oklahoma, 8:05 p.m.
Right?
In
So
the parking lot of a grocery store, shots ring out.
I'm gonna spray my face a little bit. Just a bit. I'm gonna put my other lash on.
To the ER, but doctors can't save him.
Hey, what's up? Our victim is Kentrell. Last name is Anderson.
19-year-old Kentrell Anderson worked as a cashier at a drugstore. He was 1 credit away from earning his high school diploma and planned to join the military after graduation.
How many times did this guy get shot? A bunch?
He's bleeding heavily out of his chest, and then he has an exit wound on the backside of his hand, and then one in his arm, and one in his right leg.
Damn.
It was 220s rolled, folded up, you know, and right under him.
EMTs found $40 under the victim's body.
He was here with a girlfriend
victim's girlfriend told police they drove to the scene in his white Taurus.
If he exited that, got in the car with the suspects, that's where the shooting happened.
Okay.
After the shooting happened, he bails out of the parking lot and a gun comes out.
And she's coming down here, all right? Perfect.
The girlfriend is on her way to homicide.
Okay, that's gonna be his phone right in there. Yeah, I'll take it now.
It's likely going to be a drug deal to Lynn Babb. Hopefully, Kentrell's girlfriend is going to shed some light on who these individuals were that they were coming up here to meet.
My name is Jason White. I'm the detective that's responsible for this. Okay. This is my partner on your name. As far as this condition.
They said they shot him 4 times and he's dead.
We're sorry that you're going through this.
Did you guys get him?
We're working on it. We're going to get to that point with your help. So we need you to be strong and we'll get through this together.
That's you guys look on his phone. They talked on the phone before this.
She says Kentrell was communicating with the suspects on Facebook.
Do you have the code for the phone?
I might.
Well, who got the phone?
Do you have it? Let me see it, please. Oh my God. It's something like that. I don't.
That's our treasure.
Oh no, actually this one's mine. I just picked it up from the drive around table.
Now time to finish. Just have time with some more pores, more primer.
Seek out new adventures.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that much. But this time I learned less is more. Right?
You want to have a phone person to get in it?
Yeah, you're looking at him.
I should have asked who it was.
We'll see if we can get in it. How long have you and him been together?
A year and a half.
Long time. Well, just
Be back. Up here one time.
And he asked me to run. And we were going to go get something to eat.
He had a couple of $20 bills underneath him. What was he meeting up with him to buy? If he was going to go buy a little bit of weed to roll up, who cares?
Buying.
Was he selling something to somebody? How much weed did he have to sell him?
Like 400. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
She says Kentrell's revolver is the gun at the scene.
It's my other partner, Ronnie Leatherman, okay?
We got in the car, back seat, on the driver's side.
What happens next?
I look back down, I get on my phone, and then all of a sudden I hear gunshot. And I see him get out the car, and he's like falling. And then the guy in the driver's seat, he looked at me and he hurried up and drives off. And then I ran to get Kentrell.
Was there anything unusual about the car that you can remember?
No. It was small though. Really dark blue.
There was how many people in the car?
2. The It was a light-skinned boy. He had his seat back.
She says a light-skinned male was in the front passenger seat.
And the driver?
He was black. He was kind of skinny. I felt like they were like about my age, maybe a little older. I thought he knew him. I thought he trusted them. Oh my gosh. Alright. This is the best I got. If you just please look in his phone.
We just have to get his atomic.
The team hopes Shone's forensic equipment can unlock the victim's phone.
Sometimes we get lucky and we're able to get into them and get some good information, and sometimes it's a brick wall.
In the Mobile murder of World War II veteran Booker Green, a witness says she knows one of the suspects.
I don't know if it's his real name, but they call him the same name.
Phew.
Right here.
She says Zeze used to live across the street
so
from Mr. Green.
How old is he? He might be 20 or something. He had on all face and red t-shirt.
now I'm gonna go in with my Mac Studio Fluid in NC50, and I'm just going
She says the same
put
group
some on the
had
back
been
of
in a
my
nearby
pen.
convenience store just an hour earlier.
And I'm gonna
It's like we're cooking with some grease. Because she knows one of the guys.
blend it up with my Real Techniques brush.
While Corporal Kenneth Gillespie heads to the convenience store to check for video. Crepeau runs the nickname Zeze. Big Zeze, 21 Ram, was released from prison just 2 weeks ago after serving 3.5 years for assault and theft.
That's Xavier. Back in 2014.
The team hopes they can catch Xavier and the other suspects on video at the store.
So now I'm gonna take a slightly darker shade.
Gillespie returns with the video.
Alright.
That's going to be Xavier right there. Right there. Look, khaki pants and a white t-shirt. That's what my witness described. So at this point, it's 4 of them. Feel pretty confident we're putting the guys at the store as being the guys that did this. I'd like to speak to Yolanda Turner.
Crepeau reaches out to Mr. Green's daughter.
Hey, this is Detective Crepeau with the Mobile Police Department. I'm going to be working the case now involving your father. Have you been hearing anything new? After he got shot, he told you that?
She says before he died, her father told her he recognized one of the men who robbed him.
All right, thank you. All right, now. But she talked to her father after he made it out of surgery, and he told her that he recognized Xavier. You better get on the ground. You're going to get paid.
Your favorite A&E shows are available to watch anytime on the A&E app.
Hey, he's running. He's running.
Now the app is available in more places than ever before.
This is live TV.
Stream now on mobile and desktop. Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick, and Chromecast.
It's really hitting me how real this is.
People will continue to speak. People will continue to fight.
So sign anywhere.
Hey, Charles, what's the run?
Your favorite A&E shows
I'm gonna keep going until we see justice.
are all in one place.
If you want to change and get your lives back, I can make that happen. It's not something we see every day.
Put your hands up.
It will stay with me forever.
I'm going insane.
Hey, he's running. He's running.
Black Media Nation does it again. Full episodes are available. Stream now on the A&E app.
You just don't know what you want to do. Bro, have you played the extra in the New York lottery? No, are they excellent? Extremely excellent. You can multiply your winnings up to 100 times. Exaggerating? Extremely not. Exceptional. An extensively exemplary experience. That's excellent exercise excursion, man. I'm exhausted. Want to grab an espresso? Dude, it's pronounced espresso.
X series of scratch-offs exclusively from the New York Lottery with prizes up to $5 million. Just look for the app.
Gonna put a chapstick on my
Pick up Xavier.
Xavier, when he
Xavier gets under
Mr. Green was a great manager. If you need anything, all you have to do is ask. And for him to lead this way, it's just a tribute to all of us. Rest in peace, Mr. Green.
the next morning. The team finds Xavier.
But I was gonna use my NYX HD, but dried out. Left it open the other night, and
Alright, Xavier, what's going on, man?
I'm alright.
so now I'm going to.
Xavier, I'd like to talk with you about Mr. Green.
Mr. Green is a good man. You got Mr. Green to the yard show, right? Every time you pay by how you doing, Mr. Green? How you doing?
So you know what happened to him, right?
I heard what happened. I know y'all got me down today. Nah, you being fresh out of prison, I ain't been there.
Just start with this. Alright, you recognize anybody in that picture?
Me?
Who is this here?
And my name, Jane.
What's James's last name?
Right.
Who are these two guys?
And my mama, you baby. Now, I'm with real now. And twin. I just know him by grade. Hey, Jane, little bro.
So here's the four of y'all. This is the day that Mr. Green shot. So here's the thing, Xavier. If there's no doubts, you were there when this happened. But we need to hear from you as to what happened to Mr. Green and why.
Okay.
We left the store. Walk down Patton Avenue. I see Mr. Green. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Green? Hey, son. He was just getting in the car. The giant said, who that right there? He looked like he got something.
Xavier claims James wanted to rob Mr. Green.
Man, Mr. Green, that's how we got out, bro. You can pull up on him and ask for something. You need something, bro. He gonna give it to you. Bro, I ain't with that. By the time we make it to the corner bed, I saw Mr. Green pulled up. But James and Twin right there at the corner. I'm halfway up the hill.
So I'm gonna use my ANC 45
He claims
and
James
prolong
ran to the
wear.
driver's side and put a gun to Mr. Green's head.
I see Twin come from the other side. Putting money in old man Mr. Green. Now I hear him. I ain't got it. I hear a gunshot. I ran.
In Tulsa, Kentrell Anderson was shot dead during a drug deal gone bad. Now, detectives are trying to get into his phone to ID the suspects.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to get the call data or Facebook data from his phone. Well, there are other methods that I'm not capable of to get into the device, but that's going to be stuff that takes time.
All right.
Five hours in,
We seen a shooting, and the guy danger ran into my car.
the team gets a huge break.
The guy number is EUI.
An anonymous tipster calls 911 with the plate number of the suspect vehicle.
It's a blue Dodge Dart. Checking to a subject with the last name of Jameson.
19-year-old Donnie Jameson has no prior convictions.
Great. Shorter lineup. Let's move forward.
Then I'm gonna go in with my control stick. It's time for a new one.
Detectives turn back to the victim's girlfriend.
As several pictures here, I want to show you. Look through here and see if you recognize anybody. So.
Right.
She picks out Donnie.
It's going to be important for us to locate Donnie and find out what happened inside that car, and also find out who was with him in that car.
Right.
The warrant squad hits the streets. But just a half hour into the search,
How are you, man? Thanks for coming up.
Donnie shows up on his own.
Sit tight. He's extremely nervous, and he appears to be really scared right now. So we'll go back there and we'll talk to him and see what he's got to say. All right. My name's Jason White. Donnie, I can tell you're nervous. Take a breath, okay? Just tell us what happened.
Can't get enough true crime.
I'll do everything in my power to find out who did this.
Just when you think you can't help, you get something like this.
There's a gun running, huh?
I'm gonna have to shut down the whole thing before anybody gets hurt.
Get full episodes of your favorite shows. Stream now on the A&E app.
I think this guy might be our suspect.
Reality is real.
Ladies, have you heard about the new X series of scratch-offs in the New York Lottery? X series? Yeah, X series. You can multiply your winnings extensively, up to 100 times. That exists? Exceedingly so.
An extravaganza of extra winning sounds excellent.
So what I'm gonna do now is
Excelling in all his extracurriculars, really exceeding the experts' expectations. How's Lex?
Back with his ex.
Oh. Examine the new X series of scratch-offs exclusively from the New York Lottery. The prize is up to, but not exceeding $5 million. Just look for the X.
So I feel like
Favorite A&E shows.
I want to keep going until we see justice.
All in
too
one
dark
place.
for me.
If you want to change and get your eyes back, I
Lighten
can
it
make
up
that
just
happen.
a tad.
It's not something you see every
Because I'm
day.
gonna go in with my revolution powder and banana and cocoa.
Full episodes are available. Stream now.
I like to do both because both gives me that pretty transition color.
Watch your favorite show.
So what I'm gonna do is go with banana first,
That'll be key here.
With an A&E profile, pick up where you left off on all your devices.
and then tap out some of the cocoa.
Go to the settings menu and click your profile. Select your device, keep on watching.
People will continue to speak. People will continue to fight.
Stream now.
And then I'm gonna use my other real techniques blend brush.
Shows will be right
Before I do that, I just want to finish blending out my contour. Alright.
Alright, because it's radiator. That way this is color I had. I give him a ride at my Utica.
Alright. Just blend out that contour nicely.
Who's your friend?
Then I'm gonna take the
Markel.
You're driving him up there.
Yes, sir.
Donnie says Markel asked him for a ride to buy marijuana.
The guy to meet you guys out there.
I was fresh from my life, so I just really put my car in my car driving. My bad.
Okay,
Now
so
it's
explain
time
to me
to
what happened after you
contour
guys take off.
the face.
Jumped in
So I'm
house.
gonna go in with my Real Techniques Complete Contour
At his
Palette.
house.
Go
Where's
in
the
with
car
the
now?
darkest shade.
It's not family. I was just paranoid and he just asked me to get my car, so I just turned it. Just so okay.
Is there any cartridge casings in it from the shooting?
You got him.
Did you take off?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also pretty confident that there was some marijuana that was left in the car from the guy that came over to the car. Is that correct?
Claims Markel took the bag of marijuana that was left behind by the victim.
Give me a minute, all right? Quick minute.
Okay. I know it's harsh. I'm gonna clean it up. Please do not come at me. So now I'm gonna go in my Studio Fix, and this is in the color NW46.
Is that him? I'm gonna take that as a yeah.
That's what happened. What can you do for me, sir? I mean,
You don't does crime.
okay.
A lot of it's going to depend on them talking to him, right? Just sit tight, okay? I think that if he's telling us to tell, I hope I have down the line, but this is a problem for him right now. There's still a lot of unanswered questions about what occurred, so it's vital for us to be able to get Markel in here, hear what he's got to say, and hopefully find out why in his death.
Two hours later, the warrants squad arrests Markel at his home.
All right, dude. I'm Detective White. This is Detective. I need you to sit up and really focus here, dude. Tell me about your evening last night.
So,
Okay. Do you know a guy by the name of Donnie?
don't know what highlight.
Did you ever leave with him? With Donnie? Are you okay right now? Oh, listen to me, man. This is the rest of your life that we're talking about here today. This is time for you to grow up and take this very, very seriously. And act like you give it when you're sitting in here right now. Now, I'm going to ask you again. Did you go anywhere with Donnie last night? The truth is the best way to go, bro.
Tell us about when you were going to buy the weed.
You can't be wheeled or whatever. And we're talking Donnie. Right on. What happened?
She must be beating somebody.
How'd you communicate with him anyway?
I wasn't talking. I was down with him for me. I just want a little money.
Markel claims Donnie arranged to meet the victim.
Markel. This is my husband. I think you know him. He got your husband by him.
Like, I get excited when
Y'all not getting this tree. So why did he start tripping?
my highlight come out. How I want it to.
Right there. Child toys.
Right. Now, I still got a little powder left to clean up my contour, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of it, tap off my brush, and...
You say you got rid of it, you sold some of it, so you could have some cash?
One more spot like that. We going to leave. He's given us a little bit of a story. He admits that he shot. He said that he blacked out, which personally I don't believe. I think that they both were involved in setting up the deal. I don't necessarily believe that Donnie knew that this was going to be anything other than a drug transaction. Markel apparently had other plans. But they go up there to do a drug deal, and shooting happens, both leave together. So therefore, they're involved together in this situation.
In just 13 hours, White has closed his case.
Let's do vampire things, right? So go back.
What ultimately will happen with either one of these young men, that's for the district attorney's office and potentially 12 jurors to make that determination. Take care, guys. See ya.
Then I'm gonna go in with my Morphe 523 brush to just clean up. Right? Now it's time for my favorite part. It's time for my favorite part.
The victim was found with $40 underneath him, and basically he goes to meet these guys. He brings marijuana. I think that they probably gave him $40, and then the argument took place. And I think Markel is going to take the weed, whether he liked it or not. And that's when the victim possibly pulled his gun out. And that's when Markel shot. It's just sad.
In Mobile, Booker Green named his former neighbor, Xavier Graham, as one of the suspects. But Graham is claiming he was up the street when the shooting went down.
The only problem, Xavier, is that witnesses saw all four of y'all around the car.
I wasn't on the car that day. Not at any point.
I'll be right back.
And I'm gonna just clean up.
Crapeau reaches out to the victim's daughter again.
Hello?
Hey, Yolanda, this is Detective Crapeau. You had spoke with your father when he had made it out of surgery?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you go over that with me, what he had told you?
That baby, all of them had guns. Old man giving money. So he was saying that the tall one, he didn't know. He put the gun to his head. When he put the gun to his head, they pushed him like, we ain't supposed to do that.
Like to stop him from doing what he was doing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get back in touch with you.
Thank you.
He said that the taller one, which is going to be James, when James was pointing the gun at him, they pushed James, like trying to get him to stop. So when Mr. Green came out of surgery, he told his family members some things that occurred when this happened. And he said that during this, He said the tall guy, which is going to be James, was
Now it's
pointing
time
the
for
gun at him.
lips and then hair
The one
and
that he
then
knew,
go
and the girl,
out.
which is you, was pushing James.
So
like,
I'm
telling
gonna
James
use
not to do
the
it.
shimmery side.
Did you ever do anything like that?
Right?
Yeah, I did that. Mr. Green get to red side at the stop sign. Yeah, he stopped. I shook his hand. How you been, Mr. Green? You been all right?
He says just before the robbery, he went up to the victim's car to say hello.
James woke up behind Mr. Green on the drive side, man. And I shook the man's hand. He put the gun to his head. I'm like, no, bro, what you doing, bro? I know him, bro. We good people, bro. I don't do that.
You know what it sounds like to me, Xavier?
What's up?
Is that you knew this robbery was going to happen, and that's probably why you stopped him and shook his hand, was to get him to stop, to stall him. Dude that watched you grow up. So because of that and the respect and love you owe it to him.
Can't get enough true crime.
I'll do everything in my power to find out who did this.
Just when you think you've seen it all, you get something like this.
With the gun running, huh?
I'm gonna have to shut down the whole thing before anybody gets hurt.
Get full episodes of your favorite shows. Stream now on the A&E app.
I think this guy might be our suspect.
It's not reality, it's real.
Hey.
I thought they were just gonna get his car or something, steal something. He want my attention to. They have him, Mr. Green, bro.
Do you know which one of the two of them fired the shot that killed him?
Twin was panicking, bro. I shot Mr. Green, bro.
Xavier said the robbery was James's idea.
So he just got out of prison for a robbery.
24-year-old James Crandall was arrested with Xavier 4 years ago and served 2.5 years for assault and theft. James's younger brother, Gregory Crandall, aka Twin, is 18 and has no prior convictions.
Supposed to be the one that fired the shot. And this is the last guy, G-Baby.
25-year-old Glenn Tabb Jr. has no prior convictions.
We're charging Xavier Graham with felony murder.
Did you shoot Mr. Green? Man, come on with them cameras out in my face here, man. Like that.
Did you shoot Mr. Green?
I ain't did nothing.
You're being charged with murder.
That's what's going on. Don't beat it. Put me in that car, man. I ain't got time for these cameras in my face.
Xavier grew up around Mr. Green, used to mow his yard, and ultimately ended up putting himself in the wrong situation to where he pretty much set Mr. Green up to get robbed.
With warrants in hand, the team hits the streets for the other 3 suspects. They find Glenn Tabb at his home.
I had nothing to do with it. Targeted at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Glenn Tabb is charged with murder.
These are the type of guys that you don't want in your community.
As the first 48 ticks away,
Anybody that takes a 90-year-old man has no regard for anybody's life.
2 of Booker Green's alleged killers are still on the loose. In the first 48, Mobile Homicide responded to the murder of 90-year-old Booker Green. Learned Green told police 4 young men had tried to rob him. One of the men is Green's former neighbor, Xavier Graham. And got Xavier to name Glenn Tabb, James Crandall, and detectives find the alleged Gregory Crandall at a friend's house.
Do you want me to tell you? You want me to lie to you? I ain't had nothing to lie. I know that's a camera right there. My name Greg LeVan. Y'all answer, man. I ain't killed that man, bro. I was up the street when that happened. And yeah, that was it.
To be affected by the situation at all. Mr. Green was loved and respected by a lot of people, and from all accounts, he would give the shirt off his back if someone asked for it. And then you have these 4 guys that come along and see an opportunity and take advantage of an easy prey, so to speak. It's crazy that someone can survive World War II only to